Gas prices in Canada are all over the place. For now, drivers are getting a bit of relief with gas prices dropping by about 10 cents on Monday.
I mean, it's good. We can save wherever we can.
Well, I think it's a good thing. It helps. Of course, it helps.
But why is it that in Quebec, prices look like this, when elsewhere they look more like this? Let's break this down. So first, on top of general market price and federal and provincial sales tax, all Canadians pay a federal fuel tax of about 10 cents per liter. But every province has their own approach to their own separate fuel tax. Here in Quebec, that translates to about 19.2 cents per liter in most regions. And here in Montreal, there's an additional 3 cents per liter to help pay for public transit.
Gasoline tax is higher, many income taxes are higher, but then the government provides a lot of additional services that are not available in other provinces, so there are pros and cons.
Prime Minister Mark Carney has temporarily eliminated the federal excise tax, which has brought gas prices down by about 10 cents per liter. But will the Quebec government make their own changes to their provincial fuel tax? That's unclear. But Quebec's new Premier, Christine Fréchette, has promised to look at ways of reducing the high gas prices in Quebec. She previously advocated for a reduction in vehicle registration fees, and last year, the CAQ government eliminated a gas price floor, which was keeping prices from going below a certain level. The government is also looking into returning the additional tax revenue generated by higher prices to consumers. There have also been calls for Quebec to eliminate its cap and trade system, which increases the market price at the pump. But Pinault argues that investing in public transit and encouraging people to be less dependent on cars are actually better strategies.
On the short term, it could appear that a tax cut is a good thing, but it actually makes the problem worse, because instead of moving away from the problem, we get more deeper into the problem, which is our car-dependent society.
Another factor affecting the costs is that summer fuel prices are also kicking in. That's when distributors switch to a cleaner, more fuel-efficient, but slightly more expensive product. And of course, all of this is happening while fuel costs are rising around the world since the conflict between the United States and Israel with Iran began. But even if the war were to end or a ceasefire deal reached, because of the volatility of that region, consumers should be prepared to deal with fluctuating fuel prices for the foreseeable future.
Even if there's a relatively short-term solution, there will be more problems in the future. So oil prices will never come back forever at a low level.
I don't use my car that much, but if I can use it less, yes, I do.
Well, obviously, I wish there was something that I could cut back in my driving habits, but I am feeling the impact. I think everybody is right now.